Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, our social media, or our website. Reach out to me directly. It's in the description. tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing a rare and discontinued watch made from 2012 to 2014. This is the LineSport FP Journe Centigraphe Sport. 42 millimeters in aluminum. The watch is feather light and features FP Journe's signature chronograph complication and GPHG laureate. The watch is larger than a standard Centigraphe, but not large objectively. At 42 millimeters, you can see the watch is reasonably thin, 11.3 millimeters thick. It's certainly not a chunky watch, with a 48.6 millimeter lug-to-lug span. Now, this watch is freakishly light. Sized down with removed links for proper fit, it weighs in the high 50-gram range, which is ridiculous, frankly. The timepiece sits flat, flush, and comfortable on my wrist. It's the almost not there feeling that can periodically unnerve an owner who loses the sensation of the watch on the wrist. If you suspect that this watch is missing, chances are it's just that comfortable. It feels like a second skin. Now you can see it fits easily, and I can recommend it for wrists as small as 14 centimeters circumference, maybe even 13 and a half if your wrist is more oval. It is just freakishly feather light. Let's take a look at the hardware. The strap bracelet, I should say, features a set of rubber bumpers that have proved to be remarkably enduring and durable. I've never seen a pair of these worn out, haggard, discolored, or fraying. They act to preserve the finish of the aluminum, and both case and bracelet are aluminum. You can see the bumpers protect all aspects. They are on the rocker, the crown, as well as the 9 o'clock side of the case. They also protect the underside of the clasp. Now, the clasp itself is double deployant, crafted from aluminum, solid, secure, and curved to trace the underside of your wrist. As you can see, the timepiece features a satin finish exclusively. A combination of strakes and media blasting. You can see there is a brushed longitudinal finish on the individual links, as well as a vertical finish on the case side, but the bezel itself is media blasted. Journe stopped making the aluminum because it was difficult to fabricate, difficult to finish, difficult to work with, and expensive to do so. As a result, he just stopped making it because it was not worth his while. So you're getting a watch that is both rare and unlikely ever to resume production. Dial side, it's lumed, which is rare for a Journe watch, but this is the LineSport. You've got a crown. Note, if you buy this watch, it winds with the crown in the first position. You've also got a rocker, one of 2 patented elements of this watch, and when you activate, you can also stop, which makes it different from a mono pusher, which has to reset as soon as it stops. When you actuate it, you start the foudroyante, the 1/100th of a second, hence the Centigraphe appellation of this watch. You'll also note there is a 20-second register and a 10-minute register. Different from a standard Centigraphe, here we have no tachymeter scales, and we also have open centers that allow you to see the mechanism underpinning this watch. So you can actually see the separate escapement that provides 1/100th of a second accuracy. Now you've got the frosted dial side bezel with polished dial side bolts, and you can see there are applique solid blocks of luminova that comprise the radially arrayed Arabic numerals. There is also a smoked quality to the sapphire that gives them a lovely ethereal complementary aspect that matches the silver of the case. Let's roll over to the case back, where things continue in aluminum. This is the FP Journe caliber 1506, albeit rendered in aluminum, bridges and plates. You can see the barrel is mounted at the center. Well, the barrel is centrally mounted, not just as a piece of symbolism, but practicality. The arbor, effectively the axle of the barrel, drives the chronograph functions, whereas you can see the toothed edge of the barrel drives the time. The watch, as a result, loses no balance amplitude when the chronograph is running, and that's important because oftentimes running a compromise, a lot of brands will allow the balance amplitude to fall 30-40 degrees when you start a chronograph, so you wind up with both chronograph and time being compromised as a result. Now, this watch beats weight at 21,600 vibrations per hour, pivots on 50 joules, and it has a free-sprung index for shock resistance. It will run 80 hours with the chronograph off. It will run 24 hours with the chronograph on, but remember, the chronograph's largest register is 10 minutes, so there's really no need for that. Resetting it is also a wonderful piece of theater. The watch is surface swimmable, though rated to 30 meters. FP Journe, the factory itself, has noted that the LineSport watches are suitable for swimming, and it is lumed, so this is a full-service sports watch for the summer of 2020. Ready for the beach? Ready for the club? Heck, wherever you may be, this watch is there with you. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the FP Journe Centigraphe Sport. You can see those three-dimensional solid blocks of luminova on the dial.